weekend is done.
Mm-hmm.
We did something and made some promises recently
Mm-hmm.
about the Muindi.
Uh-huh.
The Muindi.
Uh-huh.
We made some promises about the Muindi. So take us through the predictions you made and if things actually went your way,
Okay.
basing on the confidence you were putting in me that
Okay. So, betting is luck. Munangi. I gave Liverpool sure
a
win.
sure win.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
I failed on Everton, on Aston Villa, Aston Villa and
Aston
Newcastle.
Villa, it was an early kick-off Saturday.
Yeah.
That was a draw 0-0.
Homeboys decided to grab the red card and they messed up with that one, but who knows, they would have at least gotten a let go. But that one I failed. I gave Fulham, but that one also I failed. I got
Draw
a
1-1. Right.
Yeah. Those weird games.
Surprisingly, Sunderland.
It wasn't surprising. Nice. So
those down teams usually have a tendency of messing up.
I told
with these traditional premierships.
But if you
Premier
saw
League
the
teams.
previous videos that we released, I told you very well. If I'm a team that has come from up, I would want to start from home. So I gave Sunderland confidently. You guys can check out those old videos, by the way, of the predictions I made for Game Week 1. Then which other game?
Tottenham.
Sure.
Tottenham, Burnley, sure.
We gave that one.
3-0.
Then
Wolves hosting Manchester City.
Sure. We didn't explain that one.
Another disappointment.
Which one?
Chelsea.
Chelsea, yeah. Chelsea got us on that one. So it's good to glad.
And another disappointment. Arsenal. Man.
Before you go there, we also gave Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest.
I gave Nottingham Forest
to win against.
So far that is 5 out of 8.
That is that was 3-1.
Yes.
I think the game was going on around the same time the Arsenal game was.
No. It was going on. It was going on the same time as Chelsea.
Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
okay. Yeah.
And then Arsenal, that one I called it. I called it in 2 separate videos. I knew that was a sure win for Arsenal.
The confidence, man. Given that game and draw deep inside, I had the feeling it's going to be a tough game.
Yeah, and by the way, that game, it impressed me basically.
Talking about the Arsenal game, going in depth with that Arsenal game. Now, let's first settle. What was your analysis of did you get what you minus the result? Did you get what you expected from the game? Because why I'm asking you these questions, the coaches came out after the game, and the coach, Ruben Amorim, talked about how his team has shown that it is capable of beating it. Those were his words.
Yes.
In summary, I'm not going to say much about the players, but then Arteta came out and said that in a space of I think around 20 years, Arsenal had won like I think three times at Old Trafford, and this time round he came and Arsenal managed to get wins, like 3 wins at Old Trafford under his own reign.
Yeah.
And he said when he went back to the dressing room, fine, he had won, but his guys were still hungry. It's like they were not satisfied with the result, even though they had won the game.
Yeah.
So
let me take it
the mic is yours. Yeah.
The Man U game, let me first start with the Man U side. I like the mentality that Ruben, I like what he's doing. I really like what he's doing. I like the mentality shift that he's creating within the Man United dressing room. We are starting up fresh. We are still on the foundation level, okay? Making it strong, okay? And what I also like about the Man U game is that there has been an upgrade in the way Man U plays. From that game, before I go any further, if you're a level-headed Man U fan, for goodness sake, lower your expectations. You know very well that we're in the building process. So do not...
You have a reputation of having the most impatient fan base.
Exactly.
When it comes to demanding for success.
For crying out loud, please have some patience. The man knows what he's doing. Now let me go into the game. in that game it was just down to Cunha. And the positive, let me start with the bad side. If we're in a scenario when we don't, if we're in a scenario where we don't have Cunha, Mbeumo, and Bruno
Fernandes, yeah,
that is a sure loss for a Man U game.
But that would be too much.
That would be too much.
3 players at the same time.
Carly, let me make it even better. If we have the current team we have, but for whatever reason, I don't want to jinx him. It's not like I'm trying to castle what, but it shows that if you remove Cunha, you've removed a lot from Man U. That's what the game has shown. That's the bad side. Yes. Now the good side, Man U has really improved. Like the improvement, not only mentally, but even on the pitch, seeing how we play. Wow, I like the way Man U played that game. We lost fine, but you can see that there is progress, there is direction, and there is better things to look forward to. That's Man U. The Arsenal side, I told you, there is no more fear. When you have that experience of losing out on the title thrice, there's nothing that tops that in terms of losing out, like having fear of losing something. There's nothing that tops that. And I told you very well that Arteta is going to come to Old Trafford with the sole purpose of winning. Now, on top of that, when you lose the trophy 3 times, you develop this other mindset of the figure is what matters are the 3 points, nothing else. It's not how you've gotten the 3 points. It's that when the referee blows the final whistle, you have your 3 points.
Yeah.
It's a totally different story if they had lost. That ride, that bus back home would have been a very difficult. But you see, lo and behold, it's Monday, and between the 2 sets of fans, we know who is the happier one. So it is 3 points for such games like this, where you know the home team is going to give you a hard time.
Yeah.
Similar to their Tottenham game. Was it last season where you beat them at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium or 1-0? This is what
from a set piece.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And to be a champion, you have to be willing to drop your pride and ego and say, I just want 3 points. I don't care about the how. So what is your perspective?
My perspective is you've literally said, basing on your observation.
Exactly.
Of course, everyone has their own observation. I saw a change. I was worried when I saw the lineup. Especially, I expected us to be more of controlling the game and being solid. But like I told you in the previous video, was when we were talking about the game, I told you Man U has a tendency of turning up when it comes to Arsenal, and especially when they are home. Even those days before Arteta's time, because when Arteta came, then I don't remember you guys beating us at home when Arteta is there. When Arteta came and took over. Of course, you beat, I think, Unai Emery and Wenger. Wenger was he had very many losses in his hand. But Arteta has tried to create that thing of you need to work hard to beat these big teams and maybe try to tussle with the small teams. Probably that is one of the things that is still holding him back. But what I saw in the game, Manchester United did well. You performed well. There's an improvement in the performance. Your new signings, apart from maybe Benjamin Sesko, who I won't say much because he was given a little time to show.
That's why I didn't even touch on.
Yeah, he needs more time to gel with the team. He didn't have a pre-season with them.
Yeah.
So that one I won't say much. But Cunha was on point. Mbeumo was on point. He was giving he got Calaferi yellow card.
Yeah.
So he was being a problem there. You guys did well. You played well. Your football has improved a bit, but I didn't expect anything less than that. Like I said, even if Manu is poor and they're doing bad like last season, you guys were the team. For those who remember, last season we went to Old Trafford and still looked like the under. The way you guys were playing, you always turn up. You always have a tendency of turning up whenever it comes to Arsenal, and Arsenal has always had that. I could call it. It's not generational fear or something like that. Whenever we got to Old Trafford,
inferiority complex.
Exactly. That's why you see it took us a long time to have even teams like Bournemouth come and win at Old Trafford, Crystal Palace. But when it comes to us, you guys play like as if this is a final. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it has never been an easy game. I didn't expect us to win. I told you I was seeing something like a draw. At most a draw. I didn't expect Arsenal to lose, but I didn't expect us to win. I expected a draw. Basically, that was my prediction. Yeah, but Arteta came with a different style of play, trying to be more direct.
Yeah.
In trying to be more direct, we looked messy. Victor Gyökeres looked. It's like he hasn't yet learned how to play. Okay, not learned, but he has not yet gelled in with the wingers he's playing with. Then we had the bad day, especially in the second half, where you guys now actually try to control the game after you guys had conceded the goal. Saka didn't do much. I don't know what's happening with him. Maybe he's lacking some bit of form. Martinelli, if I speak, I'm in trouble. That one I won't say anything. Victor Gyökeres, that one actually I have a lot to say because people have been, of course, bantering. You understand?
Yeah.
Putting boots on him and making him look like he had no shot on goal. I remember they gave him a through pass where he ran to the left, received the ball, and then ran and again lift the ball. He tried, I think he fumbled a bit.
Yes.
Like
not that, as if cutting.
There's that. I could say he made the. Okay, I could say he panicked. Basing on the way he was playing. Fine, the guys he was playing with also didn't really do much to simplify his game and feed him the ball. I also give credit to the Manchester defense for trying to make life hard. Yeah. Otherwise, if they had given him space, maybe the story would have been talking about how he scored and the celebration and that whole chaos that comes with that fans had promised.
Yes.
So Victor Gyökeres, I think he needs some time. Arsenal fans need to calm down. When it comes to Victor Gyökeres. You need to understand that this is someone who has come into a new team. The league is not new to him, but he has come into a new team with a totally different system from what they've been playing in Sporting Lisbon, where he was the target man and they were using that, is it 3-5-2?
Okay.
And he was the target man basically. The wing backs were looking for him, the midfielders were looking for him. Here in Arsenal, anyone can score a goal. You can see that's why I think in the past 2 seasons we've not had anyone cross 20 goals. Because you'll find the Saka has 15 goals, you find the Martinelli has like 12, Kai Havertz has like that. The defenders also contribute.
Gabriel.
So it's more of a group thing. Meaning we have to probably adjust the way we play, be more direct and have wingers and midfielders get instructions to supply him more with the ball than having the ball. You saw what they did. Get the ball, rotate around, look for Saka. Then when Saka gets the ball, you guys have tripled up on him. Then he has to make a back pass. So Victor Gyökeres was basically just running around, trying to do link-up play, and try and fit in and here and there, moving to the left, moving to the right, until he was eventually hooked out without even a shot on goal or something. So those who understand football will see what I'm trying to tell you. Those who by default don't want us to be happy, the ones who are going to be like, the guy is a flop, we told you, we can't. They bring out all those things. You can't do it in tight spaces, you can't head the ball, you can't. You understand what I'm saying? So Arsenal did what I could say they did what they needed to win the game. Arteta even talked about in his press conference whereby after scoring the goal, they realized they were going to make some mistakes, but how they reacted to those mistakes is what mattered the most. Mistakes were bound to be made. Yellow cards were bound to be received, but how you respond to them and how you defend that goal. I remember the other season where the one where Man City last one played, when Arsenal went to Old Trafford, they still won 1-0, but after scoring that one goal, they had to respect Manchester United and try to defend. First of all, there are guys who are complaining about the pass. Those ones, I'm not even going to address them. They don't seem to understand football and the dynamics of how a game is supposed to be played, especially when you've been losing at a certain ground where you've gone there with that bullishness. Or for us, we are so and so. We play tiki-taka, we play kawo. You don't want to change your way of playing, and you don't respect your opponent. You go there, play good football, and you lose the game. Right now, we're on the receiving end. I know how many fans feel right now. For them to sit there and be like what you can say. We played, we've improved. At a certain point, I say I've had those things during Wenger's era. We used to come play good football, but Man U would come and just score a header as you're trying to look for an equalizer, counter-attack, goal, or maybe a penalty, and they won the game. They don't care how they won the game. So Arsenal fans should try to calm down. It's not they won the game. We won the game. So fine, we didn't play well. We still have some. We had new players in the team. We had Zubimendi trying to control the midfield. We had Jokeres on pitch, and those are, if you look at it, part of the spine of the team. The defense looked a bit shaky, but at a certain point they became solid, and the goalkeeper was on point. I think he even deserved the man of the match. Yeah. So basically, the game was some bit of tension, especially in the second half, where you guys were attacking too much and putting too much pressure on us. But the improvement is there. There's room for improvement for the new strikers, both new strikers. There's room for improvement. I question some of your coaches'
tactics.
Not tactics, team selection. Putting Ahmad on bench. Yet when Ahmad came on, he looked very dangerous. I don't even know why he didn't start. Guys like Luke Shaw, I told you, guys like Luke Shaw shouldn't even have started. Luke Shaw, Dallo. Those guys shouldn't have started the game. They even should be out of Man by now. Should have replaced them already with other guys. And you first take out all those guys who have that old mentality, and it is contagious because they're sharing the dressing room with new ambitious guys. Once they find guys like that who probably don't seem to care, or who are always just mentally they're in another world, it's going to affect. It's contagious. That's why they're doing all the Nachos, the Rashfords, all those guys who come and make new signings start having that ego and feeling like they can also be that. If you notice that you not want to talk and you start tweeting, but I'm not going to mention names, you know that.
Yeah. But so to that, I'll say I don't judge anyone. I'm not there. I don't know people, so I'm not going to speak to anyone's personality. But more to your Arsenal point, Arteta's goal was to put Arsenal on the front foot, like to get rid of any fear. If he wanted, he would have started with Julian Timber and Lewis Skelly. He could have started with his strongest.
He brought them on much later.
Exactly.
When he was trying to control the
yes, game. But what that causes is that on Timber's side, it means now Martinelli, who plays on Timber's side, was it?
It was Saka.
Saka, yes. It means that, well, I think Arteta gives Saka some bit of headway in terms of not coming back. But on the other side of things, it would mean that Martinelli would not track back to help with the defender on his side, and that would encourage. There will be that gap. There will be that gap in between the forwards and the defense, and that would encourage counter-attacking soccer, putting Arsenal on the back foot. By putting Calafiori and Ben White, Arteta said you have to attack as a team and defend as a team. That's why Martinelli was over tracking back, basically. More than Saka, I can say. So that's the only thing I needed to add to that. He wanted to encourage forward football.
And also the game being, let me conclude with saying, the game being, like I told you the other time, the game being the opener, season opener. Okay, not season opener, but the first game in the season. Remember, as a Man U fan or as an Arsenal fan, whenever the fixtures come out, your eyes first look at the fixture and you look for when you're playing Arsenal, right? Yeah. Am I lying? Even us, I don't know about others, but me, whenever I look, when the fixture is out, I always look at when we are playing Man U first. I don't really care about Liverpool or whatever. I want to see when we are playing Man U and whether it is in a perfect where I think my team will be in a perfect condition to play. I don't like it being somewhere near where you expect Champions League games to have intensified. Also, you don't want it to be so early, and then now this time they put it at the beginning in match day one.
Yeah.
So there was a bit of rustiness from both teams. Fine, Man U played well. You guys outplayed us. Statistically, everything was on Man U's side. You guys were in the lead. Yeah. So there was some bit of rustiness. I could see it even with the way we played.
Yeah.
And usually, whenever we are starting the season, we would win games. I remember we beat Nottingham Forest 2-1. There's a time we started the season with Crystal Palace, we beat them 2-0. By the time we had just signed Gabriel Jesus. There is that bit of rustiness. But as time goes on, as like in the third, fourth game there, that's where now everything is They know now which systems to play. They've identified who is supposed to start. So usually there things just move smoothly. That's why I would have loved it if the game was like in December. There, maybe there now would have got it.
But now
The
we
real
cannot.
feel of it.
I don't think you can talk like that because you've won.
We won. Me, I'm happy. We won the game.
And let me give you
Won the game,
perspective.
and we don't have to deal with Old Trafford again till next season, unless maybe if a cup comes in or Carabao.
And now let me even give you a better perspective.
Mm.
Arsenal, you have a lot of competitions this season. You have the cup competitions, you have Champions League, right? We know that within the first 5 games you will have played Liverpool and Man City. From Arteta's
and Newcastle.
from
I think Newcastle is either after the
it's after
international
because you have
break or
Leeds
before.
and Nottingham. From Arteta's perspective, those are the only 2 teams he's looking at as teams that are going to contend for the title. When he knows he has done away with that, now cup games are going to start coming in. International breaks here and there, then cup games and whatnot, even Champions League. Knowing that you've already played Liverpool and Man City is going to be a relief, and hopefully you come out of that with good results. So within these first 5, if you can win 4 out of 5 or 3 out of 5, that is very good for Arteta. Everyone else is just now, of course, not taking them for granted. The West Hams of this world, the Aston Villas of this world. Which other team gives you a hard time?
Everton.
Such games,
Brighton, Fulham.
You have to win those games.
Yeah, West Ham.
It's not that because you've played these ones, now you take the Brentfords and the what for granted. No. But it's psychologically good, especially now that you've said there will be other games, midweek games that will intensify the schedule. If you can get rid of Man City and Liverpool successfully without losing and more preferably with wins, I don't see how you can't take this trophy this season. I'm sorry to say as a Man U fan, but you have every chance to win this trophy. The schedule is not working in your favor.
Don't be sorry when you're trying to be realistic.
I get.
Don't be sorry when you're trying to be realistic.
I know you're saying the schedule is not favorable. You said it in one of the videos, and I'm very sure many Arsenal fans who have seen that far know what is coming ahead. But on the bright side, if you come out of that with wins, you will be the fresher side when the games intensify.
I'll be glad. Let's hope for better results in those games.
Yeah.
And we are looking forward to the next weekend. The first game will be on Friday. I hope to see you for the predictions of that game. Ciao.